it's recording now.
Okay.
And shall we start now?
Yeah, start.
Okay. Unit 1, phrasal verbs. What are they and how they are used? How are they used? That's the title. And section A, what are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are verbs that consist of a verb and a particle, a preposition or an adverb, or a verb and two particles, an adverb and a preposition, as in go on with or look forward to. They are identified by their grammar. More about that in Unit 2, but it is probably best to think of them as individual vocabulary items to be learned in phrases or chunks. In chunks, it's like appearing together in chunks.
Yeah.
Okay. They often, but not always, have a one-word equivalent. For example, you can come across a new phrasal verb, or you can encounter it. You can pick up a language, or you can acquire it. Come across and pick up sound less literary or formal than encounter or acquire. And here it gives us some examples. Come across, pick up. I think these examples are very simple phrasal verbs. Yeah. And we can go to section B. Do you have anything to say about this section?
No, they just say come across is a word, a phrase that you use very regularly and in everyday language. If you come across the problem, please don't hesitate to come to me. That means if you see the problem, don't hesitate to tell me. Encounter is more formal. Like he encountered the problem when he was doing his experiment. He encountered many problems when he went on the adventure. So it's like a close encounter with space. So an encounter is a meeting. Come across is not so much a meeting. Come across is just what you have happened to see, to stumble over.
And by the way, it gives the example look forward to. So to here is an adverb or preposition, because if there is a verb after it, you should use the ing form. Yeah, that's the rule I remember. Look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, I look forward to meeting you. I'm looking forward to our meeting. So there are two ways of saying it. Because we use it so often, we don't dissect the language and say, what does it consist of? Because we use it so often that it becomes natural. We don't think about it. And that's what pupils or students in England learn. They don't learn like you do, like it consists of an adverb or adjective. They just use it because it's part of the language. They know when to use it. I look forward to our next meeting. Or I'm looking forward to our next meeting.
Yeah, in our mindset, to usually comes before a verb, the original form of a verb to do something. So many students may say, I'm looking forward to see you, to meet you.
Yeah.
They will not use the ing form to meeting you.
I'm looking forward to meeting you. Yeah.
Yes. So that's the very common mistake. Yeah, I used to make. Yeah, and I think many other Chinese students may also have this problem. Yes.
Yeah.
And okay, let's go to the section B. Why are phrasal verbs important? Phrasal verbs are extremely common in English. They are found in a wide variety of contexts. You may have noticed them in songs, for example, The Beatles, I'll Get By with a Little Help from My Friends. And the phrasal verb here is, I think, is get by.
Yeah.
So get by. I will get by with a little help from my friends. So basically, what's the meaning of this?
The sentence.
The sentence, the title.
I get by. That means I'll be able to succeed with some help from my friends. That means if, for example, if I don't have any money and I'm only living in a very basic accommodation, but if I have friends who are going to give me some help, so I will get by. That means I'll get on with it. I'll be able to get through life.
Get through life. Get on with it.
Yeah, to get by.
Okay.
To get by is like I can manage. I can manage to do it.
Okay, I will manage it with a little help from my friends. Okay. Manage. Okay. And or roll over.
Beethoven.
Beethoven. So I think the example here, maybe it gives here. You want to show us the phrasal verb roll over.
Yes.
Roll over. What does it mean?
Roll over is like step aside, Beethoven.
Step
to roll
aside.
over. Yeah, to step aside.
Okay. Roll over Beethoven. And Bob Marley's Get Up, Stand Up, and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Knock me down.
Knock me down. Yeah, knock me down means to push.
Yeah, push you over.
Push you over. Okay. You find them in film titles such as The Empire Strikes Back. So strikes back means comes back. Strikes back.
Comes back, retaliating.
Comes back with it. How do you pronounce that word?
Sorry.
Comes back.
The Empire Strikes Back. Is that what you're saying? That means the Empire is going to make a move to strike back.
To strike back. Okay.
Yeah.
And spirited
away.
Right?
Yeah, spirited away.
Spirited away. What does that mean? Spirited away.
It's like using the word spirit. So if it's a spirit, it's something that you can't really see. It's like a ghost. So spirited away means that you are flown away, taken away. Spirited away.
Taken away. Oh.
Yeah.
And along came Polly. So the phrasal verb here is come along.
Yeah,
came
along.
Polly,
along came.
Or
cast away. Castaway is like you are thrown away. Like normally they say cast away. That means, for example, you are on a boat and you are stranded. So you're a castaway on an island. That means only you. So you are called a castaway.
Okay. They are very frequent in newspaper headlines. Here are just a few examples. First of all, is countries mislead pride, holds back its democracy. So holds back here means, how do you understand this one?
It means the country's misplaced pride. That means they are very proud, but that pride is not in the right position or way. So so therefore it is holding back. That means it's stopping the democracy from progressing. To hold back, that means it is making a step back. Instead of going forward, you're going backwards. So you're stopping it.
Okay. Yeah, that's one headline, newspaper headline. And the other example it gives here is cricket, England holds out for a draw.
This one, England is fighting for a draw. That means they're not going to give up. So they're holding out for a draw. They hope that they will get a
Holding
draw.
out
Yeah,
for a draw.
not giving
So
up. Yeah,
draw here.
a draw means that
Draw
they
here.
will.
What does it mean?
A draw means that the score will be 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. That means they're not going to lose it. Each one will get exactly the same points.
Oh, holds out for a draw. Okay. And the next one, inquiry points to a cover up. So the phrasal verb here is cover up.
Cover up, yes.
Cover up means
It's like the literal meaning is, for example, you cover the cooking to prevent it from spilling over. So here, the inquiry is the investigation. The inquiry, the investigation is showing that there is a cover up. That means somebody is hiding something. So there is a concealed.
cover up.
To cover up is to conceal, not showing the truth.
Okay. And last one, Turner adds up likely cost of pensions. Adds up. Adds up is to add or number.
Adds up. That doesn't add up, or Turner adds up. That means he is working out the cost of pensions. Sometimes you say adds up. That means
increase.
Yeah, increase or finding out how much it's going to cost. So like, for example, you're adding up your expenditure to that city. So you're just adding up, okay, I spend how much in eating, how much in traveling, how much in flights. So that is adding up. So Turner is adding up the likely cost of pensions. Like likely, that means a possible, what is possibly going to cost.
Okay. Okay. So here are the 4 examples given here.
Yeah.
Okay. Phrasal verbs are common in less formal English, but you will also hear or see and need to use them in more formal contexts. Register is discussed in more detail in Unit 6. Register is discussed. What register?
Register. I don't know. Register is discussed in more detail in Unit 6.
Yes.
Maybe summary, register.
Yeah. Okay. Because register, in my mind, it means it's a verb to register. Yeah.
Oh, register is also a noun. The register.
A noun. Okay.
Yeah.
So next is the section C. Which phrasal verbs does this book deal with? This book is based on information gained from the Cambridge International Corpus, a huge computerized database of present-day English about phrasal verbs and how they are used in contemporary English. It focuses on phrasal verbs more advanced students need to know, but in general, that does not deal with the verbs in the lower level English phrasal verbs it used in intermediate. So there are 2 books in this series. Because this one is phrasal verbs in use advanced.
Yeah.
So there's another book, intermediate.
Yeah, they started off with the intermediate.
Okay. It includes phrasal nouns such as standby or onset, see Unit 3, and phrasal adjectives such as outgoing or worn out. Okay, it gives us 3 phrasal verbs here: standby, onset, outgoing, worn out. Okay, standby is a noun or
standby, that means you are on standby. You are
on standby.
on duty. You're on duty. So if something happens, you will go on duty, but you are standing by. So you are not asked to be on duty unless something happens.
Oh,
So
I see.
yeah, in a crisis, you will be on standby. That means you're a doctor. If they need some more doctors, you'll be on standby. So you will jump to act when necessary.
Okay, I see. On standby. You are on standby. Next one, onset. Onset is also a noun. What
Yeah.
it means here?
Onset is like the beginning of something, the onset of the coronavirus.
The beginning, the start.
Yeah.
Okay.
The onset of winter, the onset of summer, the onset of the coronavirus. That means it is coming. It's the beginning of something.
Okay. And outgoing is the
Outgoing.
adjective. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
an
common.
adjective.
Yeah.
The outgoing president. The outgoing
President. Yeah.
president or committee members or anyone. This outgoing, somebody who is going out.
Yeah. Going out.
Yeah. Who's leaving.
Okay. Worn out. Does it mean
Worn out, that
tired?
means tired.
Exhausted?
You're worn out. You're worn out
worn
by
out.
all the work.
Oh, you are worn out by all the work.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's section C. Okay, next one. Next section D. What can I do to help myself master phrasal verbs? Try to think positively about them. And now you are at a more advanced level, not just to understand them, but also to use them in your own speaking and writing. Okay, so do you have anything to say about this? No.
I think the more you write, the more you'll be able to make use of these phrasal verbs. Instead of saying the common word, I'm waiting there in case it happens. So you can say I'm on standby. So if you use these words, just one word, and it means a lot. Like the onset, the onset of the temperature, the onset of the fever. So it's just one word. So instead of saying the fever, I was getting the fever, you just say the onset of fever. The outgoing president, the president who is leaving his position. So all these words have got a meaning in the language that you can use regularly with in your language, in your words, your sentences, and it is very clear when you use them.
Yeah. Okay. Keep an eye open for them whenever you are reading anything in English, and make a note of any interesting ones you find. Write them down in a complete phrase or a sentence to fix in your mind how they are used. Be aware that one of the special features of phrasal verbs is that some of them have many different meanings. For example, you can pick something up from the floor. You can pick up a language or bad habits, or weather can pick up. What does it mean here? What weather can pick up?
The weather can pick up. That means today it is it's very foggy, and the weather can pick up. That means it will turn sunny in the next few hours. So you can pick up. So that means it will change.
Oh.
Yeah, from one to the another.
Okay. So it means the weather can change.
Yeah.
Weather can pick up. Yeah. But that meaning that's the first time I come across. Yeah, weather can pick up.
Yeah.
And you can pick up a bargain. Pick up bargains.
That's very common.
To buy.
Pick up a bargain. Yeah, to buy. You go to an auction and you manage to pick up some bargains. So you manage to secure some bargains.
Secure.
Yeah, secure. Like you go to a sale and then you manage to find some bargains. So you just say, I managed to pick up some bargains.
You can pick up a bargain. A
Yeah.
radio can pick up a signal.
Yes.
Can pick up a signal means can get
Like
a signal.
there are many radio stations, and if you just tune it, you can pick up the signal.
Pick up the signal, yeah.
Yeah.
The economy can pick up. The economy can pick up.
The economy can get better.
Can get better. Okay.
Yeah.
Can be better. And you can pick up a story where you left it. You can continue a story.
Yeah, continue.
You left it. Yeah. Okay. You can you can pick someone up in your car.
In your car, yes.
That meaning is also very common. You can
very common.
Pick someone.
Can you pick me up?
Okay. Sometimes the meanings are clearly related, some being more literal, and some more metaphorical. Is that the right pronunciation?
Yeah, metaphorical.
Metaphorical.
Yes.
Okay. Metaphorical. Unit 7 deals with this in more detail. In this book, we may not present all the meanings of the verbs that are included. You may find others in English phrasal verbs in use intermediate, and there are still more in the Cambridge Phrasal Verbs Dictionary. Okay,
yeah.
I think that's all that
for this chapter,
content on this unit.